Have you ever disliked wearing a uniform to school? While growing up, school plays a huge part in all kids' lives around the world. Children and teens and young adults go to school daily to learn all the things they need to be prepared for adulthood. Whether you choose to attend private or public school, school is a fundamental part of all children's lives. Dress codes and uniforms also play a huge role in schools. While all schools don't require uniforms, almost all schools have a dress code. Many students stuck with the unfortunate restriction of wearing uniforms to school daily are unhappy with it. After browsing the web for many different articles and blogs on whether a school uniform should be a requirement for students, I can 100% say that I disagree with restricting students' creativity by forcing them to wear uniforms to school daily. I understand wearing uniforms has its benefits within the school system, although overall, I believe the cons outweigh the pros of daily uniforms for students. School uniform restrict students' creativity and freedom of expression. School uniforms are not necessary for a school to function appropriately, run efficiently, or for students to learn to the best of their ability. Without school uniforms, students are free to further express themselves and evolve. Please all listen with open minds and open ears and non-biased opinions as we discuss the restrictions that come with school uniforms and how without them, it will increase students' ability to prepare for adulthood. School uniforms can restrict freedom of choice, promote conformity, and limit student self-expression. Most students who attend schools that require uniforms do not like wearing them and would prefer to choose their clothing. According to the Credit Donkey website, a survey of Nevada students revealed 90% of the youth said that they don't like wearing school uniforms. School uniforms may often affect students' self-images and furthermore affecting how they view themselves as a whole as they enter adulthood, which does not require appearance restrictions. Uniforms don't teach students to be unique, creative, or independent. They only teach students to fit in, comply, and be exactly like everyone else around them. Uniforms rob students of their individuality. School uniforms were created as a safety mechanism used to help prevent bullying and keep students focused on their education. According to Parenting Science, kids who attend schools with a uniform policy were just as likely as other children to suffer from emotional problems. They experience similar rates of depression, similar rates of aggression, defiance, and property destruction. Uniforms control how everyone looks on the outside, but not on the inside. Uniforms don't change the student's personality. Therefore, students who wear uniforms are just as likely to be bullied or be a bully as students who don't. Children who are required to wear uniforms often feel disconnected from their teachers and classmates. Although a personal connection is not required for students to learn and receive education, it is shown that students who do have personal connections with their teachers and classmates are more excited to learn. Therefore, they learn more than students who don't have ties to their peers. According to the Ohio State University School of Education and Human Ecology, despite the belief of many parents and teachers, school uniforms don't seem to have any effect on young students' behavior or attendance overall. A new national study found, but most students who attend schools requiring uniforms report lower levels of school belonging in 5th grade than students without uniforms. The findings came from data on more than 6,000 school-age children, so it is clear uniforms do more harm to students' mental state than good. Uniforms should not be required in any public schools or learning institutions. These are a few steps we can take to bring a solution. First, in schools that currently require uniforms, we could send out surveys to all parents asking if they prefer uniforms or not. This will give everyone a fair opportunity to voice their opinion on uniforms and whether they feel uniforms should start or continue in the part of the school system. Next, after receiving feedback from the community, if everyone is not 100% for uniforms, we should implement a dress code schedule for certain school systems. This dress code schedule will give everyone the chance to dress how they want to by expressing themselves in personal clothing on certain weeks and wearing the school uniforms on certain weeks. This way, it is fair for all parties, whether they are against or for uniforms. Lastly, the survey sent out to students and parents will be given at the beginning of every school year. This gives new students coming into the new school year an opportunity to voice their opinions and concerns with school uniforms and allows for a fair decision for uniforms within every upcoming school year. Now, I know this might sound like an overall inconvenience and that students should either be required to wear uniforms or not, but I assure you, allowing students to make decisions for themselves is just the first step to teaching them how to be well-rounded adults living in society. Students should always have the option to be creative and be themselves by wearing clothes that make them feel safe and happy. Everyone in the world uses clothing as a way to express themselves. If I ask everyone in here with me today, in their childhood, would they have preferred to wear uniforms or not, I'm sure their adult mindset would say, yes, I would love to wear uniforms. But as children, they would say no. As adults, uniforms are often viewed as convenient and money-saving opportunity. But as children, they are viewed as restrictions and outfits that are used to have control over us. Allowing students to choose what they wear is what's best for growth and development of all students. As I said before, school uniforms restrict students' creativity and freedom of expression. So I hope you all leave here today happy in the freedom to express yourselves through your clothing, and think of the many students in your communities who aren't able to do so because of school uniform restrictions.